Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for water signs today, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in all placements. It is timeless and general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Um, it is Scorpio season right now, so happy birthday to all you Scorpios out there. And today in particular, I want to give a shout out to my friend Cheryl, math shaman, who or may not show up, but yes, a very happy birthday to you. A big one, 50, very exciting. um, yeah, and I will be doing a birthday reading uh, very soon. So, anyway, that's coming up. For now, though, I want to get some prosperity dust. Bringing in the prosperity for all of us. Okay, so, and now I'm going to read from my little book, Think. Get my glasses too. It's just easier. This one. After all is said and done, much is said and little is done. Okay. Something about yeah, a lot of talk, but not a lot of action. And not totally sure. I mean, this could be about needing to be more proactive, needing to just get up and go and take those steps forward. Um, there's something else. It came and left. Ultimately, yeah, there is definitely need for action, or maybe you are deciding to take action after you've been kind of um, thinking about something, talking about something, and realizing, yeah, it's time to put my money where my mouth is. So, all right, let me put this. Where am I putting it? Here, I guess. It's here. Lioness, kitty cat. Good morning, beautiful. So glad you made it. All right, so I'm going to get some angel cards. This one. Understanding. And this angel is reading. Reading something, coming to an understanding about what you've read. Maybe you're studying. Authenticity. Sharing that big heart of yours. Understanding how to open yourself more, possibly. How to open that heart chakra. And maybe as you are gaining some kind of knowledge somehow, gaining this understanding, it's putting you in this energy of realizing that you want to be more authentic. How to be more authentic. There are a lot of us who, when you get used to kind of trying to fit yourself in, chameleon yourself to situations, uh, it can be a little bit, what's the word? Like you don't always know like what being authentic even means because you're so used to just trying to fit, you know? Uh anyway, yeah. So let's go with the wisdom of the oracle. Oh god, what did I do? Wisdom of the oracle. What does the wisdom of the oracle have to say? The fates. 17. Chop wood in reverse. 42. Chaos and conflict. 33. Oh, joy. All right, I need to look at chop wood here real quick. Oh, yes. This is interesting too. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams, which we started with that quote. I'm going to read it again. After all is said and done, much is said and little is done. That's so interesting. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality, excuse me, only after you have begun to take incremental steps. And those incremental steps involve some learning, you gaining some kind of knowledge, understanding something in a new way. So so there's something here that you are fated to do. I think you feel this. Especially people with a lot of water in their chart are very led by typically are very led by their emotions, very tapped into their intuition, but there's a lot of fear here. You know, it's great to sit around and dream about what you want to do and think about it, talk about it, but then actually taking those action steps, it's like you bump up against like the fear of failure, fear of success, fear of getting it wrong. Like yeah, all the little things that come into that, play through our mind. Fear of not having enough time, not being smart enough, being this, too much of that. There's, yeah, there's all this kind of like negative self-talk. But the idea is so great. And it's really like you keep getting that nudge from your intuition, from the universe. And so this chaos and conflict could be could be about okay, I mean, it could be a couple of things. It could be where you are experiencing some kind of chaos and conflict because of not following this directive, because of kind of dragging your feet, or it's like you need to do something, but then you're not doing it, and so it's causing some kind of like energetic dissonance, something in your life where you're not in alignment, you're doing something else that is not this, and it's there's something that is getting stirred up. uh there was something else too. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Let me just keep going. I'm gonna pick some cards from the Heart's Hidden Secrets. Hey, there's the sun. Hello. Always, always, always the sun. Okay. Karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. Hmm. And interesting too, cause and effect. It makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. And that is essentially cause and effect. It's also about fate. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Interesting. Yeah, so there is a blockage in your emotions. There's confusion. It's like you know what you want, but then you're resisting it. Maybe you feel like you can't do it. Maybe you're in debt. Maybe you feel like I don't have the financial means to begin something, to follow some kind of dream or idea. Apology. This came up for fire signs. Forgiveness, return, and sorry. So you or somebody is dealing with some karma, some consequences. And this could be separate from this thing that you were meant to be doing. And it's causing it's got okay, so if it is a separate thing, it's still affecting you in this way. Like whatever idea you have, it's hard for you. It's cold here, so my nose keeps running. That's pleasant. Okay. Excuse me. A little bit of throat chakra thing going on too for you. Like yeah, like it's like you want to express yourself, but then you keep feeling this blocked emotions. I'm getting blocked messages. It's like ultimately you you were getting mixed signals from someone, and it's or within yourself you were feeling blocked somehow because of some kind of consequences. Maybe this partially has to do with like maybe you tried to follow your dream or follow some idea in the past and it didn't work out. And so like you're getting this nudge again and you're like, "But I tried before it didn't work." And like there's there's fear there. Messed up something about the heart. So interesting because we have heart fog, and in this authenticity, the heart is shining and bright, wide open, arms out. So this could have happened in the past, or is happening now, where you are you're coming to some kind of understanding. You're possibly dealing with some kind of karma having to do with not being authentic, having blocked your emotions, or somehow you were getting mixed signals, you were giving mixed signals, not really sure. I don't know, maybe you were dreaming up some idea with somebody and you made some promises, and then you kind of got cold feet and backed out. There's an apology here. Or maybe someone was doing this with you. They were giving you mixed signals and then dealing with some kind of consequences, and they're like, "Oh god, what did I do? I'm sorry." There's been some kind of chaos and conflict that has been. It's like, this is, the zebra is painted like a giraffe, but then like that is coming off, that is disintegrating, and underneath we see the actual zebra. It's like seeing someone's true colors, seeing beneath the surface. Maybe that's a part of the fear too, is maybe you think that you need somebody in order to do something, but then you tried to enroll someone in this idea, and then they had ulterior motives, or they wanted to do something else, or they smiled and nodded but they weren't really into it. Like yeah, it could be any number of things. But it's like this has caused you, or it's putting you in this place of like, okay, well, I need to learn, I need to take the reins, I need to take control of this and really learn understand what has happened here, maybe learn what I need to do to take action. Okay, let me keep going. Going with the Osho Zen Tarot. Hey, Linda made it. Good morning, Linda. So glad you are here. Can't miss the Cancer reading. That's right. Traveling, 8 of Fire. Ooh. Sorrow, 9 of Clouds. And exhaustion, 9 of Fire. Okay. So, okay, so the Fates breaks down to an 8. Traveling is 8. So you are about to go on some journey, or maybe you've been on some kind of journey. This could be a physical journey, um, but very likely it is some kind of internal journey that you are going on. You are meant to do this because it's a part of gaining this understanding. And it seems like this journey is fated because it is meant to bring you to put you in touch with some kind of deep repressed emotions, deep repressed sorrow. It's like the emotions were blocked. And once that heart fog kind of lifts, there's just a flood. And there's a lot of, I don't know, I mean, this sorrow could be just about anything. Maybe it's about like maybe you are dealing with some kind of consequences of your actions, or you're sorry, you're letting yourself feel the pain, feel the grief, the sorrow from something that someone else has done. Maybe you tried to push it away for a time. And there's this feeling, it's feeling, with the exhaustion here. It's like having put so much energy into something that let's see, how do I say this? It's like we have this giant robot here, and the guy inside is kind of I can't think of the right word, like driving the robot, manipulating the robot. Like basically, this kind of speaks to what I had said before about trying to trying to create something, manipulate something around you that you built up all on your own, but it wasn't you. It was some structure that you had created around yourself. And this speaks to this authenticity. And when you're not being authentic, it is very exhausting when you're just trying to fit in. I just saw an interesting reel on Instagram about the difference between belonging and fitting in. Fitting in is the opposite of belonging, because when you're fitting in, you're trying to change yourself to fit the situation, the group, the people. Belonging is about showing up exactly as you are. The group needs you as you are. And so there's like sorrow around like this. It speaks to this blocked emotions, feeling messed up because um you've been trying so hard to fit in. And of course, I mean that could have caused a lot of chaos and conflict. I don't know, maybe somebody's apologizing to you because you're going on some kind of journey. This 8 of Fire, this is about momentum. This is like, all right, it's a fast moving energy. Maybe somebody else here is feeling sorrow because you're like, okay, I'm heading off. I'm gonna learn what I need to learn. I'm gonna take those steps. But I do feel like there's some kind of sorrow that you've been processing or maybe need to. So, okay. All right. Elemental Oracle. Motion and air. 22. Yeah. See the momentum. hmm Running with ah, the herd. I think a group of horses is herd, but then there's also another name that is an odd one that I don't remember. Clarity, mountain and clarity. 16. Yeah. Yeah, it's like having, climbing some kind of mountain, getting to the top, gaining some kind of understanding, some clarity after having scaled something, overcome something. And then it's like you get to have that epic nap. It's all this energy and it's like, oh, and then you can rest. Let's see. South and adventure 2. So we have 22 here. Now we have 2, so triple twos. Um in a way, this kind of makes me think of like this motion, this air in motion. Like air is about thoughts, ideas, and it's like you've kind of you've been there's something that's building. It's like you're deciding to take those action steps to um it's in preparation for what you are meant to do, and you do what you can, and then you're like, okay, I've gained the clarity, I've gained the understanding, and now I'm ready to take that out into the world, going through a portal, going into a whole new world with this new clarity and understanding, somehow tied to being authentic, being your true self. This is where your emotions become unblocked. Maybe this apology too partially is an apology to yourself, to that wounded child inside that just always wanted to feel accepted. Maybe you were looking for acceptance and approval outside of yourself, and like you part of the understanding is like, oh, I need to give that to myself. And it's like it frees you. This mountain and clarity here. It's like there's a feeling of getting release, serenity, of just like, when you've really been pushing, to do something, you've been thinking really hard, you've been, whatever you've been doing, you finally reach that point where you've completed something or you've reached a milestone somehow and you're just like, okay, now I need to just chill and rest. Build up your build up your energy, your resources, because you're going on some kind of adventure. One of my favorite words. Heading south? Maybe you're going south where it's, heading south for the winter. um okay. So, yeah, I'm going with guides of the hidden realms. Emergence of protection. Boundaries, self-preservation, trusting in divine protection. 39. Yeah. Yeah, you're learning how to protect yourself, how to create healthy boundaries for your very, very precious emotions. But it's not a defensive kind of thing. It's not like, okay, I want to keep you out. This is opening yourself up. But with setting boundaries is just simply telling someone, if you do something that I tell you not to, you're going to deal with the consequences of it. Most likely you're saying, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to move in another direction. I'm not going to deal with the nonsense, because you understand you need this being authentic is self-preservation, because you have been exhausted by trying to appease, I don't know, a lot of people. Trying to make others happy has somehow depleted you. Gratitude is dreaming. The manifesting power of gratitude, the law of praise. 23. All right. Gotta pause for a moment and pick a gratitude card. This is my new thing. Anytime I mention gratitude or gratitude comes up, picking a gratitude card. Hey, there's Mojo Tarot. Speaking of gratitude, we must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. John F. Kennedy. Hmm. Okay. So there is something about stopping. Oh, here, I'm gonna put this here. Um Giving what's the word? Giving credit where credit is due. That this hasn't been a lone journey. Like there have been people along the way who have really helped you, who have modeled for you how to set healthy boundaries, who have been cheerleaders for you as you learn, as you have gone on this journey, as you have learned to empower yourself. If there is anybody that comes to mind, shoot them a little message, quick little text or email or whatever you do. Like, give them a little call. Like, um, you haven't done this alone. And then beyond that, gratitude is dreaming, using gratitude as a way to propel yourself forward on this adventure. And that's, I think, too, going to help with, if you are still in this stuck energy where you're just kind of more like dreaming about, thinking about something, but you haven't taken action yet. Spend time, keep a gratitude journal, like, um, actively think, you know, express your gra- gratitude. I was going to say gratuity. Anyway, gratitude for two people, to your spirit guides, the universe, like, you, to yourself. You, your body has gotten you to this point. Our bodies are so intelligent. Our bodies, you know, kind of common common thought about the body is that it is a machine. But in fact, our body is an ecosystem. Our body is alive. There is consciousness in every cell of our body. And and we so often treat it like it's just this thing, it's like, just trade it in for a new model, like, and we are taught to not revere our body as the temple that it is. We don't get to have another model. We might get upgrades from time to time, but this body is the only one you get. So, treat it with kindness. There's this story that I'm listening to right now called The Body by Bill Bryson. It is fascinating. All the things that the body does for us, and there's so much we don't even understand. So there's something about that too, being really grateful for your body and how it supports you and has all this time. And then we have the masks we wear. 33, self-expression, protection, and authentic self. Authenticity. And also 33, chaos and conflict. So, okay. So it could be where as you decide to start being authentic and who you truly are, focusing on belonging rather than fitting in, you may you may rock the boat a little bit. You may kick that hornet's nest just by showing up in this new way because people are used to you fitting in and being a certain way, and then you showing up and being like, okay, I've been trying to pretend I'm a zebra but really, or a giraffe, but really I'm a zebra. This could, yeah, it could stir some things up with some people. However, it's going to allow you the chance to finally relax. It's like, well, too bad for them. You've been kind of um uh again, I'm having trouble with words. Giving up your comfort and peace in order to appease others. And no one seemed to have a problem with that. And now you're like, all right, well, I'm taking off the mask. I'm showing my true colors. And this is a form of protection. This chaos and conflict can also have to do with like you realizing there's been all this chaos and conflict in your life because of you not being authentic. And you're like, okay, I'm done with that. Just want to take off the mask. I just want to be myself. It's so much easier to be yourself, but it's scary too. Yeah. Um, oh my gosh, and we're already at 33:13. I'm really feeling the urge to get the gateway of light activation. Crown chakra upgrade. Divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Yeah. You are oh, and it's interesting too because this dove's feet are in the form of a heart. You are forming a strong a stronger bond, a newly formed bond with the universe, with your spirit guides. You are recognizing, like, as you open up and be more authentic, things are starting to fall into place for you, and there is some kind of spiritual upgrade that's happening. Serious star blessings. Yes, proceed. Be seen. Be seen. Push through. Be See, that's a part of what's been going on here. is you were afraid to be seen. Because yeah, you learned it was dangerous, you learned it was scary, but in fact the universe is saying, like, it's time to show up, it's time to let take off the mask, let that dissolve, the outer shell that you've built around yourself. um Push through, keep going. This this is what you are meant to do. Looking at the fates again. Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Yeah, I said that right in the beginning. There was some kind of idea that maybe that you thought someone else was going to help you, was going to save you, rescue you. And this is like this it's like Harry Potter, Spoiler alert. He thinks his dad's going to come save him. It's actually him. Um Inner discovery, finding sacredness, with miraculous energy within yourself. You are the miracle because of opening yourself up, opening your heart, taking off the mask. The heart fog is lifting. You're not messed up anymore. Yeah. Okay. Well, I need to. uh, there's so many more cards I want to pick. It's all right. I'm gonna pick a rune card. Picking a rune card. Thurisaz. Thurisaz. Let's see. This is self-protection. He's wearing a mask. Oh, and he's got what looks like what are they called? The minefield, like a mine, like the bombs in a minefield. And there's all this like smoke and nastiness in the air, and it's like you recognizing the kind of toxic environment around yourself and trying to protect yourself from it. So let me find this. Hang on a moment. Oh, here in the beginning. Three saws. This rune represents a thorn, which itself symbolizes the importance of having protection or defenses in your life. It does not indicate imminent attack, but rather the need to protect yourself in case of attack, which is those boundaries, right? The boundaries, the emergence of protection. Perhaps you are unwittingly making yourself vulnerable in some way or taking dangerous shortcuts. Drawing this rune could therefore be a reminder to take necessary precautions or to be alert to people who seek to take advantage of you. Unexpected change is also associated with this rune, and that change can be a stroke of good fortune. Yes, that's this adventure. Fated, you are fated to make this change, to open yourself up, and there's good fortune coming in because of this, because you are manifesting it through being grateful, practicing gratitude. This rune is a warning to be alert to the possibility of something unexpected happening. Be watchful and take your time to consider all possible options. Another interpretation is that willpower is required. Didn't that show up too? I feel like willpower is, I don't know if it showed up specifically on the cards, but something about using your willpower to take action, to, overcome this kind of inertia. Don't allow emotions or preconceptions to cloud your judgment. And then that speaks to the blocked emotions here. And be sure to make decisions only from a place of calm deliberation. And I feel like that aligns with this understanding. Really taking the time to you know to understand, to read up on something, to you know to know what you're dealing with before taking action. Place of calm deliberation, because you are being guided. Once you have all the pieces in place, then yeah, there's something about doing your homework, and that's going to give you the ability to take those steps forward. So that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, hello, Milky is here. Good morning. Thanks for joining. And thank you all for being here, for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And yeah, you guys are awesome.